Hello everybody, it's Carl here from Sierrasurvival, and I'm down here. I'm in England at the minute. Obviously I'm not in Czech Republic, and I'm here with this guy.
In Czech Republic, I'm on holiday.
Some of you might actually recognise him. It's Iain, yeah, Iain Lawrence from Iains Adventures. So I'm going to have a look at his YouTube channel. So what we're doing is we're down in a place called Wunwell Woods, correct?
Yes,
Wunwell Woods. We're going to have a bimble. Iain is going to show me some of his secret places where he sits there like Billy No Mates. So we're going to check it out, have a coffee, have a bit of a bimble, and there you go. So, Iain.
How do you do? Nice to meet you.
How do you do? Oh, nice to. Sounds like
yourself.
sounds like we've just pulled him out of a mental hospital. Anyway, right, we'll get back to you later, guys. We're going that direction, okay? Into these woods over here. You can see beautiful weather. We might have a bit of rain, Iain. What do you think?
Hopefully, we've set on the basher anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. We'll catch you later. We're inside Iain's basher here. Now, Iain actually leaves this up. I was quite surprised when we got here to see a basher here, and he's got a lovely little setup here, as you can see, little cooking area, plenty of room for sleeping, everything else. You know, I mean, this is wild camping. You know, this is exactly what we do. You know, go out there, find a location, set it up. I mean, he's even got like little fat balls here for the animals, and a little over this side here, just down here. He puts nuts in there, and all the birds come. And he says every time he comes back that he's got, you know, that all the nuts are gone. The birds have had away with them and everything else. So yeah, I mean, it's a cracking little setup. So what we're going to do now, mate, we'll have a coffee.
We're going to have herbal tea.
You're having herbal tea?
What are you having?
You're having herbal tea.
What
Bloody, do I look like a rabbit?
Carl, what are you having?
Do I look like a rabbit? I'll be having a coffee. Yeah?
I'll draw that as an extra cup for you.
Mate.
You've got your own cup, you've got your own...
Listen, I'm a Iain Lawrence follower, and pretty much everything, wait a minute, wait for this, pretty much everything I've got has been the idea of Iain Lawrence. The Stanley cook pot came from Iain Lawrence.
Ironically, I don't use it now.
The Olympus yeah, I love this thing, huh?
It is good.
Yeah, it's cracking. The Olympus TG tracker, which the camera that I'm videoing on there, and what Iain's videoing on over there, is because of him. So the monopod that I have holding the camera right now is because of him. So basically, this dude is costing me more bloody money, yeah, because he keeps coming out.
I like trial and testing gear, and if it works, I advise it to people.
Right, it's quite interesting what we're doing at the minute. We're both kind of setting up our little thing, and we've kind of got the same kit. I mean, I've got little bush bots here. Which one's yours?
It's normal standard. Is yours titanium?
No, it's a standard Lixada.
Oh, it's a different one to mine.
Yeah. But watch this. You see. Watch this. You see?
Oh yeah, but that takes all fun out of it.
What do you mean takes all fun out
of it? When you've got to try and snap your fingers in half trying to get it apart again.
No.
That's where it's
no, mate. This is the okay. How do you say that in English? Oh yeah, the mutts nuts. Yeah. And it's just literally shoving one corner together.
Yeah.
And sticking a pin in it.
Yeah.
And I've got a bush box. There you go. Mine's sorted. What are you doing? Come on.
I'm still putting mine together, but I'm enjoying the process.
You're enjoying the process?
I am.
Yeah. I mean, people have seen this on my videos before. What I tend to do is either use wood in there, or I use my little trangy stove. Yeah. Which fits in there quite nicely. You've seen that, Iain? Look at that. Beautiful.
That's wonderful, that.
Yeah.
You know what I use?
Go on.
Wood.
Wood?
Yeah, because I'm in a wood.
Because you're in a wood. So no, do you know what? I mean, it's
sort of... The problem with yours, Carl, is that you've got to bring fuel.
The thing is, when you've got something like that,
that's all right.
Little Zippo can.
Yeah.
You know, this does me for coffee and whatnot. It's not meths, because in Czech Republic I can't get meths.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So this is some other kind of fuel. Liquid that burns. But that's something I'm going to have to look at getting here, is some mess to take back with me, you know?
I think you need to. There you go. So, the same idea, same concept, just two different setups. Well, all I'm going to do now, while he's putting that together, is just break myself some tinder, pop it in my little fire, and enjoy the process. So, while the flames wrap round the wood.
While he's enjoying the process, we're going to have a race here so you can get the coffee on the fastest. Oh, sorry, he's having herbal tea.
Herbal tea. Ginger tea, mate.
Herbal
That's how I
tea?
managed to stay so ginger.
Ugh. That's how I managed to stay so ginger.
I do.
That's funny.
This wood here,
Yeah.
I collected it out 6 weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, and I keep it in my thing. You see, people have been carrying tinder on them for thousands of years. So a lot of people in bushcraft community keep saying, oh, well, if you're any good, you won't have to. You'll be able to collect it while you're out and about.
I disagree with that. I disagree with what people are saying there.
Yes.
If you look on my pack, I have a little stuff sack here.
Look at this.
Well, funny you should say that. He's got a little tinder box here. And in his tinder box, he's got what? What you got in there? You got silver birch. Yeah, mate. I've got silver birch coming out my ears. I tell you what, Ian, I'm going to do you a favour here. What? I'm going to give you some silver birch from the Czech Republic.
Oh!
This is Czech Republic silver birch. Yo! There you go, mate. There you go.
Top marks. Thank you.
Yeah. Don't tell the authorities that I brought it over.
Yeah, it is different to ours. Look.
Yeah,
ours is thinner.
Well, it is. If I mean, obviously you can strip it down and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll start this off with an exit block.
You start it off with an exit block?
I will do. I don't normally, but for speed.
On
this one occasion, I shall.
You see, what I've got now then is my trangy's burning. Yeah. Put some water in here. You know what? I mean, just sitting here and comparing kit, ideas. Oh, look at this. This is awesome. Now, this knife here, bloody hell. This knife here, Ian has actually made that out of a spanner. And I tell you what, it's as bloody sharp. Yeah. Shave my arms, look. Shave my arms, Ian.
Hey!
Absolutely incredible. Made it out of a spanner. So, reusing kit. There you go.
That's it, buddy.
There you are, mate. Oh, it's just nice sitting here, isn't it?
It is.
Having a chat, relaxing.
Yeah.
You know. XC blocks. That's it. Water's on, Ian. Come on, sort yourself out.
I'm nearly there, mate.
Come on, sort yourself out.
Fire steel time.
Now, what I've got in my bag here is something Ian will absolutely love.
What's that, mate?
What's that? Look, Ian, you ready? My first ever wooden spoon. Now.
That's my first ever wooden spoon.
Is that your first ever? There you go. Look at that. Look at that. First ever wooden spoons carved out in the bush. Yeah. The problem I found with this one, Ian,
yeah, go on,
is it's a pain in the arse to eat beans with.
Is it?
Do you know why?
Go on.
Well, because the thing is too deep.
All right, yeah.
And you can't get your lip in it, you know, to clean the bottom of your spoon.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, what the idea behind this one was, one side's a spoon and the other side's a spatula.
That's it.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's amazing, isn't it? You travel. I mean, I've travelled across 5 countries to come here, and we've got this kit out here, and we've got pretty much the same thing, pretty much the same stuff.
Let's go. Because I used the other day. Let's go. What off?
Interesting concoction you got in there, mate.
It is. I put some. I were going to crack it up on 2 silver birch, but I thought for time.
Silver birch, some twigs. You see, I'd have put your twigs personally.
No, it's all that. Yeah. No, I've just done it to burn it off of that. So if I need some more fuel, you see, I'll just reach to my right and to the side and just stick some fuel in.
Yeah, my little first ever wooden spoon there, mate. Yeah, I've got. Oh, it's nice, that, isn't it? Yeah. Who put that on there then?
MP Custom Blades.
MP Custom Blades, there you go.
That's my other one. I've had this one for 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's still working. I just put it in as a backup.
Alright, okay. Alright, okay. And is there a way of changing the ferro rod? Can you drill it out?
I bet you can.
If you saw it off and drill it out
bet you can.
And put another one in?
Yeah, but you will be able to.
I mean, that pin there, could that pin come out?
I don't know, never tried. I expect you can.
Well, it's too nice not to, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'll have to reuse it. There's no way around it.
Yeah. Look at that, the coffees are on.
Coffee's
right.
on.
As per Sierrasurvival tradition, photograph of the coffee on.
That's the other one. So it's been burnt out with you.
Yeah.
Burnt that one out with an ember.
Get in. Get in. I've got one of these. I've got one of these in...
I've literally started using it today. This is the first time I brought it out.
Mate. The reason I don't use it, I mean the kidney can, that one, fits in the side pouch of my my shortback, military shortback. Fits in there, brilliant. But I just find it's too big for me. The cook pot, on the other hand...
I barely take anything.
Yeah, the cook pot is just simple. My Trangi stove fits inside it. You know?
I barely take anything.
What's this, salt and pepper?
No, it's more tinder.
All right, okay.
So it's extra block and then use some fat wood.
Okay.
Oh, smell that, I'm addicted to it now.
Oh, yeah. Have you been searching for fat wood round here?
Yeah, you can find it around here. I've got quite a bit of fat wood round about. But I mainly get it up in Derbyshire. It
might be a good idea if we have a look, because there's one of the people on my group, Rachel Wyatt. She's a lady who's just done a first wild camp. Since she became disabled.
Oh, right, okay.
And she's put a post out there. If anybody finds any fat wood, can you send me some? So
well, for future reference, if she can't find any, I'm sure she'll get some.
Yeah.
You can back on eBay.
Yeah, but it's always nice to get it from nature, though, isn't it?
That's what I'd do.
There we go.
And I think one thing that a lot of people don't get with bushcraft and bushcraft wild camping is that it's not just about the bushcraft and the wild camping. You get an absolute connection to the gear that you use, don't you?
Oh, of course you
do. Especially
yeah.
if you make it yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you're on your own, because I do just about all my camps are done solo. So the only thing I've got with me is my gear. So right. You have a bond with your gear. You know how reliable it is. You know what it is in your bag. Well, that's why I use this old bag. This it's because I'm so used to using it now. It's become like a friend.
It's a lovely bag, that is. I mean, actually, that pack, I've been trying to get it off Iain now for a couple of years, and he's still no. But one day he'll turn around and say, "Carl, do you want that pack?" And you know, and the thing is I'm the first person he's going to come to because that's a nice saw, mate. What's that? What saw is that then?
It's what called Laplander.
That's a Laplander, is it? Hang on a minute. Is it similar to this one?
Yeah, it's a lot like that one.
Here you go.
Have you got your
old Laplander?
Hang on, sorry, here we are. You've got your cook knife.
Yeah, I've got mine in the van actually.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's me sharpening.
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows the one thing that I use the most is.
Blimey, that's got quick.
Is my neck knife. This one.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I love this little thing here, and I tell you what, it goes absolutely everywhere near that.
Yeah.
You know.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, and the reason I brought that is so you can put it on your sharpening tool.
Oh!
Hey, there you go.
That's going to keep me busy for a minute or two. And I've also got it bottom of here. You might not have one of these. Heads.
Alright, heads for yeah.
Hollowing bowls. Yeah. So basically, that's for hollowing bowls. Yeah. That's for hollowing spoons. Yeah. That's for cutting bits of wood, and that is for cutting everything else.
Yeah.
But also, just to finish off, in the bottom of my little girly bag.
Oh, that's yeah. You see, I'm not an axe person. I mean, I've got a parang.
I take it because it's an axe, but it also backs up as an hammer.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I've got a parang, and I've never personally really had the need for an axe.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, my idea is, I mean, people say, you know, chopping firewood and this, that, and the other. Wherever I go, there's enough firewood on the floor in small sticks and so on, as not to have to chop it up. You know what I mean? There's enough wood around to not chop up big logs and things like that. So
for me, that's literally a backup. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, and it's just, I mean, it's a lovely little axe. That lovely little axe.
It's also good if you want to create an horror movie. You know why you're there? For my other channel.
Yeah.
You know, nobody knows where you are.
The other channel.
You know, when I go take people to places where nobody knows where they are in that car.
Oh yeah. You do know how to teach self-defence, don't you?
I think well with that, find a bit of wood. How long have you got? We've got You ready for time?
I'm alright, yeah.
We'll take a walk off in a bit and I'll knock a spoon together.
Oh, lovely.
And you can take it with you.
Oh, he's going to knock me a spoon
I'm
up.
going to make him a spoon.
Yeah, that's what he says to all the girls.
It's just a spoon there.
It's just a spoon.
Just close your eyes and get ready for breakfast.
Yeah. So Ian, my coffee's finished. What about you?
It's already. It's in there. I've just not taken it off because I've put handle above flames and it's made it to what?
Ah, right. Okay.
Like a foolish boy.
Rookie move, rookie move.
Rookie.
Rookie move. Oh, I'm loving this, mate. This is awesome. Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice, quiet place.
Yeah. No, it's cracking, mate.
Do you use that food?
I have.
What I'll do is I'll go out and collect wild edibles. I'll get send some nettles and some goose grass and bits and bobs.
Yeah.
And then I'll just boil that up in this or in that.
Yeah.
I didn't used to bring this pot. I used to just bring my cup. So I'd have me send a cup of tea. Then I'd cook my dinner in it, clean it all out with gravel and stuff, rinse it out, and then I'd have another cup of tea. That's how I'd work it. But now, I used to bring all this stuff in a bag, a military webbing pouch.
Oh,
so I thought, well, I might as well touch that as a webbing pouch.
Actually, that's a lot smaller than the Czech military one. The Czech military one is a lot longer.
Yeah.
And then you've got another insert on the inside, so that comes out. Yeah. And it comes out, so you can have your main dinner in one, and then your pudding in the other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's got a separate insert. Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Bush boxes, mate. They're awesome, aren't they? Bush boxes.
They are. I can't knock it. I mean, I'll be honest. I like exi burners.
Right.
Yeah, exi burners because
do you know what? The smell of it.
For that, you can either use it with an exi block. You can use it with I call it.
Yeah.
What's it called? It's gone out of my head.
Trangy burner.
Yeah. Or you can just use it with wood.
Yeah.
So it's multi-purpose.
Well, you see, if you think about it, the exi burner was the original multi-fuel stove.
Yeah, it were.
The exi burner was probably the first one, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
You know.
What's the word?
So
edge, mate?
What sharpener are you using there, then, Ian?
It's ceramic.
That's ceramic sharpener.
Yeah.
Is that a ceramic and diamond on the other side or something?
No, it's just ceramic, and it's ideal because of the shape of it.
Yeah.
And it's got rubberized ends, so
okay.
you don't get damaged that easy.
Yeah.
This knife's going to take some work, mate.
It's not that bad. Still cut string. I actually sharpened all my other knives the other day, and do you know what I used to sharpen them?
What?
My strop. And,
I'm getting there now.
And my strop and charcoal toothpaste.
Yeah, that does.
Yeah.
That works. I use steel polish with my strop. Shouldn't have a strop because I'm vegan, but I got it before I was vegan.
Right.
And that, do you know that's lasted me 7 years.
So look at that one. That's
7-year-old that. I put toothpaste on it, clean it out and scrub it.
Yeah. And what is that's a strop, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, of course it is. It's leather.
Yeah, leather.
Hang on, my bloody glasses. Yeah, it's leather, isn't
And
it?
if I can't get that, I use my arm.
And you use toothpaste on that, yeah?
Either toothpaste or just metal polish.
Yeah.
But if I can't use that, I'll use my arm.
Yeah.
If I put metal polish on my arm, and just strap it on my arm because obviously your arm's leather. It still works.
Your arm's leather? No, I've never heard that saying before.
It is, isn't it?
Your arm's leather, of course it is. It's skin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're boiling the hell out of that, mate.
Let's cool down it. Yeah, we're good. That's all it was. I've just put it too close.
So.
Don't mind it.
Herbal tea.
Oh, I love the herbal tea.
But you can actually use that one as your cup, so you don't have to bring this one, do you?
Yeah, could do. But I just do. Like I said, my gear, your gear becomes friends.
Did you make that lid? I think you did, didn't you?
Made it out in an old pan top.
Yeah.
And I could never sharpen. And then I just got, muscle memory?
Yeah.
You get muscle memory. And you know where, you look at the blade and you just know where handle it's supposed to be sharpened at. Weird.
It's actually quite relaxing sat here watching Iain work. Yeah, I love my strop, mate.
Yeah, it's good.
My strop is an old belt.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's one of the best ones you can use.
Yeah, it's an old leather belt.
Yeah.
Not the one my granddad used to whip me with.
You're a good lad then, yeah?
Oh, aye. Oh, aye. Can't best me.
Yeah, it didn't take that much work. If it were me, I'd be there for ages. I'm obsessive.
Oh,
That nice, mate.
oh, camp coffee, mate. You
Has
can't
it got cow milk in it?
No, mate, it's not. It's one of them. What do they call them? You know the rapid coffee things.
Oh yeah.
These.
Yeah, sound good idea. I like.
That's all I use when I'm out, and do you know why? They're so simple. Now, let me tell you a story.
Are you listening, everybody?
Are you listening? I actually went and contacted Nescafe because I was sick of seeing these little, you know, I mean, I put mine in my pocket and take them home, but these little packets here, sick of seeing these out in forest.
Oh yeah.
They're all over the place, and I think it's absolutely disgusting. So I contacted them, and I said, look, can't you, like, you know, put your coffees in some sort of dissolvable pod, or you know, do it some other way? I said, because these one-use packets, they're just all over the forest, and they take so long to decompose and things, you know.
They do.
And I got a message back from Nescafe saying, oh, we can't help you. That was the answer.
Nice of them.
You know what I mean? It's like, come on, people.
Yeah.
How's it going now?
Have a feel at it for now. I'm still going at it.
Let's have a feel. Let's have a feel.
Well, it's not that sharp yet.
Yeah. Keep going. Come on. Get some work done. So what I'm going to do now is have a vegan lion bar.
A vegan what?
A vegan lion bar. Does that actually exist?
I don't think.
These are not vegan, are
I
they?
can't admit it's got lions in it.
These are not vegan, are they?
No, they're very not vegan.
That's because I'm very not vegan.
You don't believe in ghosts and he's not vegan.
I've got a friend who's a vegetarian over in Czech Republic, Karel. He's a really cool guy. And I went to his house the other day and I says, Karel, mate, I'm really, really, really sorry. And he's like, why, what you done? I said, mate, I killed a cow. He's like, what? I said, mate, I killed a cow. And I got this really stressed look on my face. He's like, what you done that for? I said, I caught him eating your food.
Very thoughtful in that, mate. I'm right bad.
I'm happy, mate.
Our lass is absolutely sick of me.
Not sharpening.
I'll sit there and sharpen a knife for hours and hours.
You see, I'm sorry, but most women would love that because all the knives in the kitchen.
Yeah, but I don't talk to her. I'll just sit there.
All right, okay.
And also, I don't know if you do this, but
hang on a minute. Whoa, back up. You don't talk. What? Iain, you heard it first. You heard it on camera. Iain Lawrence does not talk.
Obsessive rucksack packing as well. Obsessive.
All right.
Do you do it?
No.
I'm bad.
I have 2 packs that are already packed and that's it.
Well, mine are. But then I'll think, oh, no, that'll go better with that. So I'll go upstairs and get some more gear, come back down, pack it all back up again. And then my rucksacks are actually scared of me.
The only thing
you've got that?
The only thing I interchange...
Oh, it's on the other back.
Yeah, the only thing I interchange is if I'm ground dwelling or hammock dwelling.
Oh yeah.
So I'll take my bivy bag out and I'll put my under blanket and hammock in.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, I'm always because I have different ideas for different places, and obviously if I'm up moors, I've got I'll use slightly different gear to what I've. Not a lot, just slightly. It's just mannerisms, isn't it?
You see, because I'm so OCD, what I do is every time I go home, I empty my packs.
All right, yeah.
And I have them all set out on the shelves in order, what I want.
Yep, that's taking hairs off.
Yeah. So when I'm going out,
yep,
I just go in and I go, right, I want that, put it in the pack and I'm gone.
Yeah. It's a bit like me, but...
And it's a 5-minute thing.
Yeah, but I find I get gratification from resetting my pack, from loading it up, from, undoing it all, putting it all back. And I love the equipment, I love the ideology of it all. I love handling my gear, and I like, when I get out here, I enjoy the process. And like I say, it's like having friends. Like that bush box, I mean, before I've used different cookers, but in a minute, the bush box,
is the one.
I know exactly what to do with it. I know how to set it up. I know how to get a fire going in it. I know how long it's going to last. I know everything about it. Yeah. And that, I mean, I've had that ages now. Had it ages.
You must have weaker hairs than me, because this isn't...
Has it gone for yours?
No?
Oh, it didn't mind, I used to push it off.
I've got weaker hairs.
I'll have another go at it.
You've got weaker hairs, that's what it is. No, it's alright that, mate. It's alright that.
No, we'll have a go in a bit.
Good, that.
I don't use a neck knife anymore. I just use my normal knife.
Oh, do you know what? I use this thing more than any other knife I've got.
That's what I got with, yeah, I think it's a choice. It's like, do you take a saw or do you take an axe? It got to a point where I weren't taking a saw, I weren't taking an axe, I was taking a knife, and I could batten through with a knife. And I thought, well, I don't need an axe or a saw. But then it got down to, I only need a knife.
But why is it? Right, I've got a question. Why are you battering?
What?
Why do you batten?
I don't necessarily, but if I need to. If I need to. And I find that a saw's better than an axe, because it's like stealthier.
That's the thing. I mean, I've got the Laplander saw in there.
Yeah.
So if I need to cut anything, I use the Laplander.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I go out in Czech Republic and I've got my parang. I mean, my parang was about this long.
Yeah.
You know.
I've got a British Army machete.
And with that thing, well, be careful with them. Do you know if when it gets below 0, they break?
Shatter. Yeah,
they shatter.
They do, yeah.
Yeah. That's brilliant. That. Is that punk? What do you got there, mate?
Yes, but yeah, it is. It's not being sorted, obviously. I've just found it down here, but it is.
That's all punk wood down there.
Yeah,
look.
all this.
You could char that off.
Yep. But I can't because it's my bird feeder.
Oh, right. Okay.
They'd kick off like you never know. You know this branch here, this stake? That's actually an ant nest.
Yeah.
And they all came marching out with all their eggs when I was doing this. And then when I finished and put birdie, that's my bird. Does that look to you like a baby pheasant? I found a lump of wood on the floor.
Iain has lost the plot.
It looked like I saw it and I put it on my video and I just came back, shaped it slightly, and there you go. We've got a pheasant for camp. So I ate that. I've even got some toilet roll down here in corner in case I need it.
Yeah, a bit of moss.
Yeah, a bit of moss, nice and dry. There's loads and loads out there. So it's got antibacterial qualities that I know.
Moss does, yeah. I mean, I teach the kids, you know, I mean, when
Good for your booty.
when you're sourcing water in a survival situation, one of the places that holds water is moss.
Yeah.
And moss, because it's antibacterial, you can actually squeeze the moss straight out into your mouth.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you, first aid kit, do you take one or two or?
One. I always carry a cuts kit with me.
Yeah.
Always. But I've got a small survival pack.
Yeah.
That I carry, and in there is a bit more extensive.
Well, I've got my cuts kit there, which got me tourniquet and my Israeli bandage and my bleed stop. Is all in there. But in here, I've also got my backup, which I can get my hands on, which is another general first aid kit, which is just for normal stuff.
Yeah, the one I've got's about the same size as that.
Yeah.
I've got the same pouch as this.
Yeah.
I've got in my survival pack, I carry a it's like a first field dressing, but it's a compressorized one.
Yeah.
You know, which holds about two pints of blood and stuff like that. You know, but I carry a little cuts kit. I mean, because at the end of the day, we're working with knives all the bloody time. Aren't we? So, it's just nice to sit here and have a conversation with somebody who has the same frame of mind and everything else. I mean, this guy is as mad as a box of frogs anyway, so, you know.
I love all this. I live for it.
Well, you can't fault it, mate, can you?
Yeah. I'd love to do it as a job.
I do.
You're very lucky. You're very lucky.
I do it as a job.
Yeah. But do you like the location? Well, when I came, it was just brambles.
Yeah.
And then since I've been here, it's coming to flower. And eventually this is all going to turn.
But obviously you've cleared this out because looking
Yeah,
at your surrounding area, I mean you've cut all this down and you know.
And as it starts to come back, I'll just
little
pick
bit
things off it.
What you know, I mean, looking at that open area there, I'd probably build a wall here, me, just to protect yourself, or just for view and stuff, I suppose.
I like to camp with as much view as I possibly can. If I'm in a tent, I get claustrophobic, and I just want to see outside. I like to see things that are around me. If anything's approaching me, I want to be able to see it straight away. And I think my idea is if you're out on a hill or in a wood, you're going away from society. So by putting walls in, you're creating your own environment to be inside. That's why I don't like using tents. And I'd rather for this.
Oh, I'm not a tent person.
It's not even going now.
I've got a tent. I mean, I've definitely got a tent, but you know, I'm a tarp man through and through. You know what I mean? They're so versatile. I mean, I was talking to a guy on Facebook this morning, and he's looking at buying a tent that he could join together and this, that, and the other. When obviously you've got things like the lavoo and whatnot, you know. And I said, look, if you get a 3x3 tarp, you can get two people if you put it into like the pyramid formation, you can get 2 people in there easy. Especially if you hook it up like you've done here with a piece of string to a tree without having a centre pole in it. It's, you know, you can easily get 2 people in there.
And the other thing is, when you've got a tent or something with poles, which is also, whether it's semi-geodesic, geodesic, whether it's just a standard tent, a dome tent, no matter what it is, it's got a drive face for wind. And that wind gets up and your tent starts to strain, eventually the air pressure is going to blow it down.
Oh, of course.
But with this, when I've had this up on top of Kinder Scout in ridiculous weather, and it's about a mile away from me, there were some really top tents just getting flattened and blown away. And these guys were trying to get off hill. And all I did was bring my drive face down further to the ground. And I slept like a lamb all night.
I remember going up Snowdon.
Yeah.
And me and a friend of mine, Andy Collins, we went and we literally, was it Snowdon? No, sorry, my mistake. Scarfell Pike. Scarfell Pike. And we were up there and it was bloody freezing. I mean, we found somebody made an igloo up there and this, that and the other. Anyway, we put a tent up there. Well, that night, the wind started and it was gusting, and I mean gusting, 70, 80 kilometres an hour, you know.
It's wind which destroys things.
Sorry, I'm European, kilometres an hour. Anyway, they absolutely destroyed the tent, crushed the tent. We ended up about 3, was slinging it down, so we ended up about 3 o'clock in the morning hiking it down Scarfell Pike, which is obviously a bit dangerous, you know. I mean, that was years and years ago. But it just goes to show that tents, I was last year in a campsite, and I was underneath my tarp with a roll mat on the floor, and there was I wouldn't say a hurricane, but it was a horrendous storm. The trees were bending and everything. I'm in there, I'm tucked up, I'm all nice, everything else. The rest of the people in the campsite, all tents, woke up in the morning, it was absolute carnage. All the tents were crushed, everybody bugged out, they'd gone home, they'd left their broken tents, everything. And mine was the only one that was standing. The only one that was still there.
Well, I used tarps,
you know? And that's why I use a tarp. I mean, honestly, you can't fault it. And I didn't get wet at all.
The main reason people don't use a tarp is because of vulnerability. It's a fear at night, it's a fear of being vulnerable at night, being out in an environment and not being able to control what happens around you. But I've always said there's less going to happen around you in here than there is, you know, on a campsite or anywhere like that. And when you're in a campsite, you can't see somebody coming to start with. You don't know who's outside your tent. And it only takes a few seconds for somebody with a Stanley knife blade just to cut down outside your tent. You're immediately vulnerable. With your tarp, if you hear a noise, that's it, you're wet. You can say, I mean,
so if you weren't scared before, you will be now.
It don't go to ground. I prefer it not to go to ground because then I've got 360 all the way around me.
You can see what's happening.
I can see what's happening around me.
You know, I mean, one of the things over in Czech Republic. I mean, Czech Republic, we've got wolves, we've got wild boar, we've got. Fortunately, we've got no bears there yet, but apparently they're moving down moving down from Romania. There's Sphinx over there. And the thing is, people say to me, they said, you know, don't these come into your shelter or anything like that. Do you know what? 3 years, me camping out, I have never, ever had an animal come close to me.
They can smell you, man.
Oh,
they stay away from you.
They stay away from you. They're more scared of you than what you are of them. Now, if you're going to be leaving food and crap like that all over the place, then yes, they're going to come. They're going to, you know, they're going to come in, especially wolves and wild boar. They're going to come in and try and get the food. You know, so if you're sensible and you're hanging your food up in a tree, you know, if you are a meat eater like myself, hang your kit up in a tree. Don't leave it on the floor. Keep it in a sealed container. You know,
it's not a problem I have really. I've never known like a wild boar or any meat-eating animal come in for like, you know, a lettuce or a cabbage. Or try and steal me herbal tea off me. I'm pretty well good. But you know, some people have said to me, so you're vegan, you don't eat any meat. So what happens if you had to survive? If I've got to survive, if I think I'm going to die and my fat levels and you know muscles being burnt away to that point, if anything's got blood running through me near me, I'm going to eat it. It's going to get it. That's survival. That's a totally different thing.
It's a different ball game.
Totally different ball game.
Completely different ball game.
And there's this,
have you seen that program on television, Naked and Afraid?
Yeah.
Now you see, I was watching that the other week, and there was this woman, and this woman was vegan, and the only thing she eats is grass and lettuce and whatever they eat, and they're there for 21 days. You know, they've got nothing and this, that, and the other. 21 days. The guy actually caught a fish. Oh, I'm not eating that. I'm vegan. This, that, and the other. By the 18th day, she was nearly dead, and they had to pull her out. Yeah,
you can't do
They
it.
had to pull her out. She wasn't getting her protein. She wasn't getting her carbs.
If they'd left her, if she had the ability, what happens is the fat burns off your body, your muscle burns off, but you've got a survival system which stops it eating into your survival organs. Your heart, your liver, your kidneys, your brain. But your brain will burn away to a certain point where it will take you down to a very, very basic instinct level. And what happens then, no matter how much you like animals and fluffy things and you want to stroke bears, no matter how vegan you are, the muscle, the brain capacity has then gone. So you will eat anything. You'll eat worms, slugs, you'll eat frogs, anything. And I always say to people, if it comes to the point where there's something there which could possibly kill you if you ate it, and you're going to die, eat it anyway, because the nutrition you get might get you back to safety before the poison takes place. Because you're going to die anyway. Eat it.
Safety point, never eat toads.
Don't eat toads.
They're poisonous.
Yeah, unless you're literally going to die to death to the point where you're just about to keel off. Eat a toad and run.
And the next one is, you see it all the time on Facebook. Is this mushroom edible? Listen, folks, all mushrooms are edible once. Okay?
Stay away from mushrooms.
Don't play with things you don't know about.
No.
Yeah? Be 100% sure. If you're not 100% sure, don't eat it.
Yeah.
But don't eat toads, they're poisonous.
Neither of them. If you're such use like that, it won't be long before you regret it pretty quick.
This is the thing, innit? This is the thing. I mean, this is one of the things on, I think Facebook is pretty dangerous. You know? You get, there's a few massive discussions that come up. One of them is, you know, this mushroom identification. If you ask a group on Facebook, what's this mushroom, you're going to get 100 different answers. Insect repellent is the next one. So many people come up with so many ideas about insect repellents. Go and see a doctor, go and see a pharmacist, get the correct information. Do not ask on Facebook, okay? Because things like this, like medical advice, that you're asking people who are not medically qualified.
Of course they are.
They are not medically qualified. You are going to get into trouble, okay? So go and ask a doctor if it's anything to do with medical. Is it poisonous? You know, is it
I don't know.
You know, I've got this tick bite, what do I do? That's another one. I've got a tick, what do I do? 300 different answers for when you've got a tick. The best thing you can do if you've got a tick is go and see a bloody doctor and get it out. You know, seek medical advice. I mean, this is the best advice I can give you. Yeah? Okay, so please, please don't ask those questions on Facebook. I'm thinking to myself, Ian, what are we going to call this video? Interview with a vampire.
Interview with a vegan.
Interview. That's a good one. That is. Interview with a vegan.
I've suddenly become an ism.
An ism. Yeah, you're an ism, mate.
Yeah. So we dig a little hole here. Look, Carl. We emptied all that in there, like that. There's no left. Then I get my water, and even though it's dead, even though it looks as if it's expired, I pour water on it anyway. You see that little puff of smoke there? That means that there was still some heat in there, and it looked dead. And I'll leave it like for a while, and then I will pull the ground.
Do you know what? One of the big ones over there is that I'm quite surprised at the amount of people that come to me and say, "Why do you have a raised fire pit in a pine forest?" Yeah,
it burns underground.
It does burn underground, and you know what? Even the guys from the forestry school who came out to see the bushcraft shelter, they said, "Why have you got a raised fire pit?" Now, okay, I'm not going to try and teach people how to suck eggs here, but come on. If a fire gets into the root system of a pine forest, it can smoulder for 2, 3, 4 weeks. And then 3, 4 weeks later, you've got a massive fire in the forest when it combusts. Okay.
Same on Derbyshire with peat.
Yeah, with peat's the same, yeah? So this is why you have a raised fire pit, you know? I'm such a donut. Look, I didn't put that in.
Didn't you put that in?
Are you still trying to dismantle your box? Mine's already in its bag, look.
Mine catches, it sticks. I'll be honest, it sticks. So what I have to do is just riddle it around like that.
Okay.
Because the steel warps.
Alright, okay.
So it's tough.
Oh, I like this one, it's simple. Like me,
Oh,
simple.
Watch. Dirt. Clean. I always use dirt for cleaning. great. I use it for cleaning my hands. That's why birds and stuff use it.
Sorry, mate. I've just spilt some coffee in your shelter area.
I don't know about that, mate. Doing a claiming. And all that can go back in its little bag. And I clean it when I get home.
Oh, this is absolutely amazing, mate. Honestly.
I'm glad you like it.
So, guys, there you go. Interview with a vegan. I've got to call the video that. I really have. Yeah.
Another thing I do before we move on to the next point, is I always keep my knife in my bag till I get to where I'm going, then take it out, because people, even though you're not doing it all wrong, people are perturbed. And I like to use a sheath which is, what's it called now?
Kydex.
No. Dib, dab. What do you call them? Scout curry. You like that?
Dib, dab.
Certain words just drop out of my head. It's scout curry because then it's going long ways, so you can hide it underneath your top without the knife sticking out the bottom. And the reason I do all that is because I don't want to perturb anybody. Yeah. I'm not bothered about people reporting me. Don't bother me too buggers, because to me it's a tool in woods.
If it's in your bag, it's justified.
It's a tool, yeah. So I don't put it on till I get to where I'm going. I'm going to use it.
Oh, I don't know. Where's your Sierrasurvival patch?
It's in my car.
What's it doing in your car?
I know, it's in my glove compartment.
Oh, come on, Iain.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Come on, Iain.
I feel like I've let everybody down now.
Hey, good point, good plug. Sierrasurvival patches. Remember, if you want one, send me a message and we'll get in touch and I can get you one out to you. It's £6 each, yeah? So I've got them patches. Got loads of them now at home, so please just send me a message and I'll get a patch out to you. Not a problem. Quick plug there.
I ain't got a patch on you, mate.
Right, guys, we're going to close the interview with a vampire. Sorry, with a vegan there.
We're going somewhere else now.
We're off for a bit of a bimble. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it's been great, Iain. Cheers, mate. Awesome, buddy. Absolutely supervious.
Top marks, mate.
New word that. Supervious.
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 Top marks.